Hey guys, today I want to speak to you about the process of designing your legal accessory apartment or your duplex property. Before we get into the video, I want to talk about two misconceptions that people have. Number one, a lot of times people question whether the drawings have to be done by an architect or an engineer, and the answer to that is no. You can go to a drafting company who specializes in creating drawings for these kind of dwellings. And this is a much more cheaper alternative when it comes to getting your drawings done. And the second misconception is that the drawings have to be done by a professional company. You can do the drawings yourself if you really wanted to and if you had the skills to do it, but you may run into some issues down the line when you go to submit the drawing to the city, because the city has requirements that they want to see on the drawing. And if you're doing it yourself, I have a feeling that you're going to be missing a lot of the tedious details that they need in order to make their job easier when it comes to saying yes or no to the drawings. So let's get right into the drawings. I want to show you what the drawings look like. I'm going to actually share a drawing that I had to submit to the city when I was doing my previous duplex conversion. So let's get right into it. Essentially, this is the complete package for the drawing. It's probably 4 or 5 pages long. What this drawing has is different things that need to be done. So for example, there's a section where the drawing talks about the wood studs, the floors, and additional fire ratings that have to be essentially done in order to make sure the project goes smoothly. In addition, when you actually go to a company that specializes in doing drawings, they make sure that your drawing has specifics that the Ontario Building Code wants you to have. So the notes are all on here, and what's great about this is that when you submit this drawing to the to your contractor, there's no guesswork. All the work that they have to do has to be done by code, and the code is actually laid out on this drawing. So if we flip to the next page, you're going to see that the drawings have what the existing basement looks like. And it's a floor plan, it's a drawing of the existing basement. It shows you where the windows are, it shows you where the porch is, it shows you where the staircase is, it shows you where there's piers, it shows you where the beam is. And then it has what the proposed basement plan is going to look like. So we're taking the old and we're showing what the new is going to look like. And this is really important because your drawing needs to meet various requirements. So for example, your bedroom sizes are limited to the amount of natural light that you can bring into a room. So this drawing makes sure that all your bedroom sizes are to code and there's no variance that can take place. And what's essentially cool about this process is that the city will actually go through your drawing and they'll highlight where the fire resistant ratings have to be achieved. So as you can tell here, they've said that the beam, anywhere where we have the existing beam, we need to establish half an hour fire rating, and anywhere where there's access to the upper unit, there needs to be, again, a half an hour fire rating separation as well. And then if we kind of look at the other sheets here, we again have, going back to the other floor in the dwelling, and again we have existing plan, we have new plan, and we have some of the notes that the inspector has put in. So here we can see that the inspector has said they want to make sure that there's a CO and smoke detector on the staircase going to the basement, and one that's hardwired to the second unit. The last thing I want to show you is the drawing that shows us the finished grading plan for the exterior of the house. So this is where we try and show the city how we're going to achieve our parking requirements. So as you can see here we're showing the city that our duplex will be able to have at minimum 3 cars being able to be parked on the property. So we're showing the city that 1 car is going to be parked behind the exterior wall, one car is going to be parked in front. So we're achieving tandem parking for one of the units. And for the second unit, we're going to be able to have at minimum 1 parking. But as you can see here, essentially our drawing shows that we can fit another car in this empty space over here. So the city is now comfortable with the fact that if we're creating a legal duplex with 2 separate units, there's going to be enough room for 2 sets of cars to be parked. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the cost associated with the design process. On this project, we had around 1,600 square feet of space that we needed to cover. So the cost for this was approximately $2,000, and that included getting the drawings, but also having a few back and forths because we wanted to change the floor plan around. In my opinion, that's a fairly competitive fee for this service, especially because it's a very key part of the process. Your general contractor is going to need this document. The building inspector looks at it when they come in. So in my opinion, I would recommend all investors to get a professional drawing done because it makes your project and the task a lot easier when it comes to dealing with the city.